if you argue for your limits, then you're gonna keep them. And what that means is, if you keep making excuses of why you can't do something, you're gonna stay exactly where you are. What's up, gang? I wanna talk about money today. That's right, money, the thing that makes so many people uncomfortable, uneasy, anxious, nauseous. Money, money, money. Right? Money does not have a good narrative, for most of us at least. And why I want to talk about money, how I make money and how I don't make money, I'll differentiate those in a second, is because one, I want to share my experience with you, right? I want to be upfront, honest, authentic, real from the beginning to show this as a process to anyone who's doing something similar as me growing a business, or they can apply it to their own life, whether it's vulnerability or how to grow a business, whatever. And this is uncomfortable for me. This is me embracing the challenge, right? What we stand for at GoLink. Like, I am by no means like a multimillionaire. I'm like a multi-thousandaire, right? I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she was saying how much money she was spending on her business. Man, it just opened my mind of like how much more I can do and to think big. And that's part of the reason why I want to discuss this, is because like my monetary situation could be wherever on the scale for you, right? It could be what I spent is like, holy crap, how did you do that? And then for someone else, it's like, oh, that's nothing, you know, that's just pocket change. And there's a huge scale, but that's okay, right? To me, my friend, I was like, that is awesome and inspiring that you were spending tens of thousands of dollars just this month to invest in yourself and invest in your business. And then there's the people who are just trying to get by, paycheck to paycheck. And I just want to open the conversation. Hopefully this helps you. Let's go. So let's talk about how I don't make money. So GoLink does not have any revenue right now, and you're probably thinking, Ben, how do you not have a 9-to-5 job? How did you quit it? What the freak are you doing? I'll get to that in a second. But I just want to be honest. GoLink does not make any revenue. I have plans for that, and I have the long-term vision, and I'm not gonna get like anxious and get in a scarcity mindset because I'm not making like revenue right now. Of course, that's the goal, but that's really not my purpose. I am fortunate enough to have money where I don't have to work for money, right? I get to work for purpose and impact, and I know that monetary value will come along because I believe you can do both. I believe that you don't have to be poor and helping people, unless that's what you want to do, right? Whatever makes you happy, you do it. Find your purpose, self-awareness, find yourself. But and then there's the other end of, you don't have to be filthy rich and just hate yourself and not help anybody either. You can do both. There's that middle of, look, I can work through purpose first and doing what I love, because the past couple months have been like exhilarating and freeing, like not worrying about money and working because I love it and helping people and making content, doing things I love every day. Holy crap, it is so freeing, and I want you to get there. So let's talk about how I do make money. So earlier this year, 2019, I invested 40 grand of my own money. And to some of you, that's a lot. Most of us, it probably is a lot. To me, it was definitely a lot until I put that money out there. And I really want to talk about this because if you keep thinking that certain amounts are so much money, or you put these labels that are like, oh, that's impossible, then you're gonna stay in that, like you're gonna stay there. If you keep thinking that $100 is a lot, $1,000 is a lot, 50,000, 100,000, whatever it is, if you keep thinking that this is unattainable, then you're not going to attain it, right? And we know money doesn't bring happiness. It can bring really cool things, right? Amazing trips. Like, I love to go on trips. Yeah, like you can do luxury, affordable, stay in hostels, whatever you want, but you still need money to go. I love to travel. I love to eat well, and those things cost money, and that's okay. I love this quote that if you argue for your limits, then you're gonna keep them. Let me repeat that again. If you argue for your limits, then you're gonna keep them. And what that means is, if you keep making excuses of why you can't do something, you're gonna stay exactly where you are. So I want you to, hopefully from my example, whether 40,000 is a lot or not, that I want you to start thinking differently. Because 40,000, I invested 40,000 of debt into an investment, a risky investment for sure, that people told me not to do. And it's really paid off, literally. That I've been able to quit my job and it's paying me daily to do what I love, right? And of course, there's people who would say, well, keep your 9-to-5 job and invest that. You know, like, think of your future. Why can't I do both? I can live minimally, reinvest in my business, save money, and live comfortably. Why can't I do both, right? Like, don't argue for your limits because you'll keep them. So, $40,000, yes, that's a shit ton of money, especially for me. That was debt. I've never been in debt before. I've always paid debt off. And I invested in myself just because it fit good, did the research, financial investors, lawyers, whole thing, and I went for it. I had other safe investments that I felt like, okay, I can make this risk in my life, right? I am fortunate enough, I have a safe job, I have this 401k, other investments, I've played in stocks. Like, I'm ready to do something bigger and create wealth for myself, and so I can help more and more people. And fortunately for me, it's paid off. And you may or may be thinking, wow, Ben, that's really lucky that it paid off. And yes, it is hella lucky that this paid off, right? I could have lost $40,000, right? And then, like, that's a lot of debt, right? But I knew if it did fail, I could make it back. I could make that money back. If it failed, I could cash out my 401k, I could get another job, I could move in with someone. I knew I could pay it back in a year. So if it failed, I made the decision that I could make that money back. And you can too, but you have to bet on yourself. Yeah, it's fortunate and lucky or whatever that it worked out, but there's plenty of investments that haven't worked out, but you have to bet on yourself. Like, when a batter, like, we're talking baseball, we're talking sports, if someone goes to bat, they're not hitting home run every time, but you have to swing. Like, it is luck, but you have to put yourself in the circumstance. Like, if you're not willing to bet on yourself, if you're not willing to take the swing, take the shot, like, the best three-point shooters in the NBA still miss, but they keep shooting, okay? And that's what I'm gonna do. Like, this massive investment worked out for me, and I'm so happy. It's fueling my dreams. But there's gonna be other things that don't work out and other things that do work out, right? That's just how life is. And I remain unemotional about it. Like, I'm gonna keep shooting, I'm gonna keep swinging, because that's how it is. And so hopefully this helps you to think bigger. Get people around you who make you think bigger, not only monetarily wise, but you need to get out of your comfortable rut that you've set for yourself of why you can't do something. Think bigger. If you need to talk to me, please do. Like, hopefully I can be someone who makes you think differently, think bigger, because there's so much that you can do and be. You are more powerful than you think. I truly believe that. And I believe that about myself. Like, I am truly happy where I am, but I know there's so much out there. I'm enjoying right now in every step of the process, and it excites me. One of my mantras to me now, like, what I say to myself is, what else can I do? Because I know I'm powerful. Like, I really do, and I know all of us are, and that we can do anything. We can do it. So just think to yourself, what else can you do? Just do one small thing. What else can I do? What else can I do? And it's not just about doing, it's just a cool thing to watch these things manifest, because you are powerful. Hit me up if you have any questions, comment, because there's so many different narratives about money, and I'm still working over some of mine, right, of my limitations. I want to freaking shatter those limitations about it, because one, I can help my family, one, I can live a more comfortable, or two, I can live a more comfortable life, travel more, I can help more people. There's so many cool things, like, because money is a tool. It doesn't bring happiness, but it can bring awesome moments, and really moments, whatever you deem of happiness. Those trips do make me happy, so I guess they can, but you can still be in a shitty mood on a trip, like on a beach, right? So you can do both. You can have money, you can make an impact, you can be a cool person all at the same time. Don't set limit on yourselves, question everything, get people around you to make you think differently, bet on yourself. Do not argue for your limitations, or else you will keep them. And remember, if it's anyone, it's you. If it's any time, it's now. Let's go.